And we knew Campton needed something like this.
Right.
There's a lot of great restaurants at the lake area, but Camdenton is definitely got room for to grow as far as variety of restaurants out there. And when we saw this opportunity, we really liked the menu, the concept, especially being a pub. We are marketing ours more as an Irish pub,
Right.
Because there's not too many Irish pubs here at the lake.
We are here at the Highlander Public House with Ryan and Joy, and we got a guest interviewer today, Ramsey Stewart. So I am going to step out and let him take it from here. Guys, thanks for having us.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
That's a terrible idea to let me take this over. But all right, we are at the Highlander Public House in Camdenton, Missouri, and we want to know a little bit more about what you got going on here, what brought you here, and just a little bit about the place. So feel free to kind of tell us what's going on.
All right, start with a little backstory about myself and Joy. I'm actually from grew up in the Campton area and then joined the military in 1994. Retired after 26 years in Special Forces, was Army Green Beret. Met my beautiful wife, Joy. She's was a school teacher down in Buffalo.
Okay.
Took about a year off after retirement and then took a desk job at Fort Leonard Wood and just got really bored with it and have always wanted to open a restaurant / bar or pub, and we decided to take a chance. One day at work, I found an advertisement for a new franchise that was just starting to franchise.
Okay.
And it's the Highlander Public House down in Wichita Falls, Texas, and got in contact with them, and we are their first franchisee.
Congratulations. It's awesome.
So it's been a learning experience for them as much as it has been for us. Again, we have no industry experience really, other than washing dishes in high school and doing a little server gig on the side in the military when I was a private, not making any much money.
Okay.
And we knew Campton needed something like this. There's a lot of great restaurants at the lake area, but Camdenton is definitely got room for to grow as far as variety of restaurants out there. And when we saw this opportunity, we really liked the menu, the concept, especially being a pub. We are marketing ours more as an Irish pub, because there's not too many Irish pubs here at the lake. And so, so we started that, and we've been open. Our grand opening was October 13th, and the community has been very receptive to us, and we've been getting great support from them. And we're taking the feedback that we get from them, and we're trying to implement that into our daily business practices to keep it going. And at the end of the day, we're here for one thing, and that's to serve the community. And we want everyone that comes in here to leave with a positive customer reaction, because that's what brings customers back, is the reaction.
All right. So we've been open about 6 weeks-ish, give or take.
Yes.
We're seeing some great results. I know you guys talked about it, been very positive, the reaction you've had, always learning, always trying to do something different. I personally have had brunch, and I know that's a potential good thing and growing thing for you guys. So that's really cool. Anything that you didn't expect to kind of happen that has, or anything like that you're looking forward to kind of embracing, and maybe a shift you've made or something like that?
We haven't been taken off guard by anything, but when we opened this establishment, we even told all our employees, the community will let us know what we are. Are we a restaurant? Are we going to be more of a bar? Is it going to be 50-50? Are we going to be open late on the weekends? And right now the community is definitely telling us, hey, you're a restaurant. We have a great lunch crowd. We have a great dinner crowd. And by 10 o'clock, this place is usually turning down and everyone's heading home or going other places, to drink the rest of the night. We do have a full bar. We are a craft cocktail bar. So we make everything in-house, from our bitters, our mixes. Everything is made from scratch. And we do a lot of unique craft cocktails that are unique to the franchise.
Okay.
And then, however, we also have the latitude to do the lake favorites,
Awesome.
which we're allowed to do, like the lake water, the skinny dips and stuff like that.
Cool.
The things that aren't popular in Texas, but are popular here at the lake.
Gotcha. Let's dive in a little bit. Somebody likes mozzarella sticks, and I can't wait to eat those because they're not even, you don't even call them mozzarella sticks.
No.
Right?
We call those our mozzarella logs.
Mozzarella logs.
That is our #1 selling appetizer by far.
Right. And then we've also got, what do we have here?
This is the Highlander Fish and Chips.
Highlander Fish and Chip, world famous.
World famous, according to the menu.
World famous, according to the menu, fish and chips. And then let's talk about the drinks.
Okay, our drinks, we actually carry 12 taps or 12 beers on tap here,
Okay.
Which is something when we took this place over, we knew we wanted to have draft beer, being a pub. So we've started with 12 beers on tap. This is our #1 seller right now. This is actually a Kill Lifter made by Four Peaks out of an Arizona brewing company.
Okay, perfect.
I used to teach free fall skydiving to special operators out in Yuma, Arizona.
Okay.
So I'm very familiar with the beer. It was very popular out there. And Missouri Eagle just started carrying it.
Yep.
And when I saw it on the list, I was like, I want that one. And they're like, are you sure?
I know the guys well.
Yeah,
That's good though.
They are so happy that we did because we are going through about a keg a day of that. We have individuals that come in specifically just for that beer.
I've never had it, so I'm anxious to hopefully get a try.
Most definitely.
And then, so we got mozzarella logs, world famous fish and chips. And then I don't think we've highlighted the Highlander tea or Highlander peach.
Right. And I'll let my beautiful wife talk about that. She is the bar manager.
It's my favorite drink.
Front of the house.
It's got some of our, like I said, it's got vanilla bitter in it, which we make in-house, and it's got an egg white in it. So they shake it, dry shake it, and so yeah, it's really yummy.
So
it's very peachy.
Very peachy, happy hour drink, brunch drink,
Yes.
a little bit of both,
yes,
kind of
yes.
something to come in. Different, folks like that sort of thing. I'll try it. Probably. We'll see. I'm sure it's delicious.
All right, you guys. My name is Joel. I'm here at the Highlander. We're gonna do the Highlander Peach. I'm gonna make one for y'all. So what we have? The Serrano. Simple syrup. 1 ounce of simple. 1 ounce of lemon. Half ounce of peach schnapps, and magical ingredient, an egg white. And then I've got vanilla bitters. We'll do brandy cherries for the garnish. All right. That's the Highlander Peach.
But I know I've also seen, like, on the craft side, you've got the Russian Spy. Is that what we call it? The
Yes.
Russian. I had that one. We've also got an old fashioned you guys craft in house, and a handful of other drinks to go along with the beers. So, like, something for every palate, essentially.
Right.
And you can go from your typical well drink bar combos to something a little more crafty, something a little more handmade, and more of an experience than
Correct.
when you order it.
And we even smoke a lot of our craft cocktails in house.
Okay, cool.
And if you're sitting in the restaurant side, we'll smoke it at the bar and then hand deliver it in a smoking container to the table and serve it smoked table side.
Awesome. So we're bringing some culture and craft. And something a little unique to this side of the lake.
Correct.
Of course, you know, you're right. We haven't talked about your location. You're basically on the, I would call it the northern edge of Camdenton, but first place to eat and have a drink when you come across the Niagara Bridge from Sunrise Beach into Camdenton. You're just on the edge of Camdenton city limits. For those of you who aren't familiar, we are in the former Fish Out of Water location. So we've seen some stuff that they've done here, really cool. And you mentioned the draft. I know one thing I noticed first was that you had more draft selections than any other restaurant had in this location. So that's pretty cool. So anything else that like we need to know, where you're headed? Maybe there's a daily lunch special menu as well, correct?
Correct. We have our permanent lunch specials, which are $15, and that includes your drink. And that menu is designed to get people in and out that are on a time constraint during lunch. We only do serve that only Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Our brunch is, we just finished our third weekend, our brunch. We wanted to be open a month.
Right.
Allow the back of the house and my kitchen staff to get very familiar with the base menu before we expanded into brunch. And every weekend it keeps getting busier and busier. I think once people realize that we are doing brunch every Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 2, that gives just another option for breakfast type entrees with a mimosa bar and a Bloody Mary bar.
Right.
So.
And because I've had on the brunch, I've had the spicy eggs Benny.
Okay.
But there's other options. There's omelets. There's chicken and waffles.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
What are a couple other brunches?
We do quite what I like to call designer French toast. We have the Elvis, which is
oh yeah, saw that.
yeah, which is bananas, peanut butter sauce, and bacon. We have our stuffed French toast, which is stuffed with a cream cheese, and then gets a strawberry puree, fresh berries, and we also have our Snickers French toast, which comes with chocolate sauce, whipped cream, Snickers dust, and those are, we have not had one complaint on any of our French toast yet.
Awesome. Well, I said that day we came in for brunch that everybody was having something a little different. And then there's even what do you call I would call it the breakfast of champions, but what's the coffee breakfast brunch drink?
A gentleman's breakfast.
Gentleman's breakfast. That's what I had. I came in an afternoon and had gentleman's afternoon breakfast. But it worked out good. It was delicious. And the bacon you put in there.
Correct.
Whoa, holy cow. So, and there's that bacon. That's like a candied bacon. It's
versatile
across a few different entrees that you guys have in brunch and lunch and all that. So
we use our Highlander bacon on pretty much everything except for our brunch. And we just serve regular bacon with our brunch, except for the few staples that do require it, like the fish and chips that come, or the chicken and waffles. Or I'm sorry, the chicken and waffles, not the fish and chips.
Awesome. Well, I think we've touched on location. We know where you guys are, correct? We know a little bit about the cocktails and the bar aspect. We know a lot about the food. I'm like, that's calling my name. So we're gonna dive into that. I gotta try this now. Again, this is a peach Highlander, and it apparently has egg whites in it, so I'm gonna feel a little bit like Rocky.
Yes.
Like, I don't look like Rocky, but and then we got the say it again.
The kilt lifter from Four Peaks.
All right, cool. Kilt lifter from Four Peaks. All right. Anything else you guys want to chat about? Anything we should know about? And again, you said veteran owned. That's awesome. Right. Pretty cool to see another outlet for that and the thing. And I think one thing, the franchise aspect was something that I had never even considered. It felt like this was all you guys just getting to know you a little bit and seeing what you got and seeing how the foods came out and like being prepared and served and all that. So that's awesome. It's really cool to see. So anything else? I know, Joy, you said you don't like to talk on camera, but we got you to.
So, yes,
you did.
Awesome. Well, all right. So what should I try first?
I would probably do a cheese log with a kilt lifter.
A cheese at the same time? All right. So here we go. We'll try this. Jeff, you gonna try it?
Man.
All right. Which drink do you want?
I'll lift my kilt.
Damn it. All right. Here we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
You don't have a drink.
Tell you what. First of all, I like being behind the camera. Second of all, I want to do a separate interview just about your Green Beret days.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cool.
Thank you guys for having us.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I
thank you.
appreciate it.